So now if she's going through like a growth spurt or something, that means her spasticity in her muscles is tighter then. So then I might bump her up to like a 25. But as soon as she's done with her growth spurt, then I'll put her right back into 21. But like in the States, the treatment for this is, for CP is Botox injections. So that's what we've been able to avoid with Sophie. Like her LLD, leg length discrepancy, when we first started this 3 years ago, it was a 1/4 inch off. But we've been able to catch that through growth spurts, which is great, for being able to treat that. So it pronate or supinate, and this is how I so, and then each person's different. But that's how I'm able to get, if you have cerebral palsy, you burn 2 to 3 times more energy than you or I. And the part of the brain that's damaged in Sophie is the toe seeking. So where everybody in this room, when we walk, we toe seek 10 to 14 degrees. And if you don't, you have cerebral palsy and you toe walk. Or if you've had a stroke, you do the old foot shuffle. And like I've been treating people with strokes, and I mean the videos are incredible. My neighbor's one of them. She was walking like this, assistance, and literally like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I can't do this anymore, and I went and I put her in a 25 degree. I mean, her husband of like 62 years started crying, because she's lifting her toes because her toes are already up. So it's just like putting a respirator on somebody that can't breathe. Putting that assistance there, and like this carbon fiber, I've been able to get about anywhere from like 7 to 9% more energy, because when Sophie, instead of doing this, now she's landing, and that energy is it's easier on her. So by combining all of these together, I started her out in the Invisabrace, then we went to the InvisaSole, and then it got real hot out and she wanted to wear sandals. So that's when I literally just, and it's changed my daughter's life, and several other kids, and I was really trying to do a medical approach on this, because I want to hit everybody and take care of everybody. That's why I invented a medical side and a non-medical side all around the world. And people will be sending us pictures, parents crying. Why? Because it's the first time that their child has ever been able to run or jump, and it's amazing. But I had to have manufacturing ready. I can't be having a million people call me for shoes and be sitting there with my 3D printer at my house, So I just got tariff exclusion on the Invisabrace, but I'm not one of those people to sell you an Invisabrace and then wish you luck. And that's what they do in the States now. They sell you this god-awful AFO, and then they're like, good luck finding a pair of shoes. And that's how all this started 4 years ago. Our daughter Sophie got her a pair of shoes. Then we went to 9 shoe stores, and now here we are. And I have solutions for all of this. And that's what I want to do with this kit. And my goal with the kit is, anybody from a severe stroke to autism, 15 degrees autism, no more toe walking. So 1% of the U.S. population has autism. 40 to 50% of that 1% are toe walkers. A huge market that I had no clue, and that's why you guys and just this relationship and all of it, it's so important. And that's really what I'm trying to dial in, and where I want you guys and Tommy and all of us to work together. So now there's 5 things in that kit that I'm gonna get. This has exclusion, but to be able to get the shoe and everything else included, we have to be able. I would still like to be able, for them to be able to take this and put it in another shoe. I'm the only one that can decide this. Why? Because I invented it. And I took this all over the place asking people, hey, and all they did was, man, how do I get some of this? It's brilliant. And, I look at this as, the more people I bring in, it's just an added cost. That's why, you just see me dragging my family around instead of, a bunch of people. But, it sells itself, but I have to be able to sustain, all of that